Hello there, people, and welcome to the Altar of Pain. Yeah! Alright, let's see here. So the Altar of Pain, all of them have TEF at the beginning of it for the file name, but it's made by T.H. Johansson. Alright, let's see here. So this is a fairly large Quake map, designed with single play in mind. So yeah, this is actually a level designed for single player. It includes 60 monsters and an exit, but no difficulty settings. If playing with the Quake CD in the drive, the level will be playing track number 5. The story for this level is the following. The Interdimensional Intelligence Agency, the IIA, has got information that an evil and devastating ceremony is to take place in what is whispered to be the Altar of Pain, a demonic chapel where hideous shamblers are said to rule. Somebody has to stop the ceremony from being fulfilled, or else the world is doomed to be ruled by a dark and evil forces for all of eternity. But to get there will take a strong effort, the IIA has realized. Therefore, having saved the world once, the IIA has called upon you to take the task to penetrate the Shambler's stronghold and get to their chapel before it's too late. The IIA transports you through their only remaining slipgate, and you find yourself in a dark and gloomy basement. Getting your dark vision quickly tuned in, the first thing you spot is enemy soldiers and their Rottweilers. Okay, you're alone? It's pretty dark, but you know that you're not going to disappoint the IIA or yourself. Firmly, you pump some lead into that old trustworthy shotgun of yours and get on with it. Additional credits to id Software for making such an unbelievable game, Quake, and letting us do what we want with it. Also, Darren Stabler for advising the map file, and Ben Williams for QMA 1.0. Good stuff, Ben! So yeah, basically, the editor used is apparently QMA, which I have never heard of before. I'm not even sure if, let's, try and look at a quick search for this, if I can see if I could find anything QMA related, because this is a weird one. I've never heard of this. But yeah, it's like Quake map. But yeah, it seems to be an editor. Yeah, it's a very old editor that apparently predates Thread, apparently. But yeah, it seems to be a relatively uncommon editor to use. But at the same time, it's definitely a map that exists. So, it's not like it is inexistent. So, there is that. I'm trying to see if I could see something quickly, but yeah, I'm not seeing much of anything now, am I? But yeah, QMA was one of the earliest map editors. I'll probably have to look into it a bit more, see if I can find some more information about this thing. Because I'm kind of curious about this one. I didn't think there was any besides Thread at the time. And now all of a sudden we're seeing this one, which I've never heard of before in my life. So, yeah, QMA. Almost reminds me of FEMA or something. But yeah, it's basically a Quake map editor. That's really all I got. So yeah, we'll figure out exactly what's going on as time goes on, but for the time being, we're playing Altar of Pain. It's specifically designed for single player. Deathmatch is not really designed for, and it's not implemented either. So mostly it's just single player with 60 monsters and exit. It took about 4 days, about 40 hours, if not including the time spent to learn the basics. So yeah, he also used the MS-DOS editor, which I think we saw used before, but that's not really anything. I think that's a text editor or something like that. Yeah, it's a character-based text editor, so it's basically like used for text editing. This map is vizzed and should run quite perfectly. There may be a version of the BSP out there that's not vizzed. If you know of someone who has that earlier version, please inform them of the new viz BSP file. Other than that, the level should be quite challenging in certain places. It will take approximately 20 to 25 minutes to complete without cheating. Cheating is not necessary and will ruin this level since it's designed specifically for single play. Okay, so yeah, as long as you give credit, you may use it as a base for whatever. That's kind of how a lot of people do it, so that's no surprise. Remember, this is my first attempt at a Quake level. I like single player very much, and decided to design it with that in mind. If you think this level stinks, please tell me why. If you think it's pretty good, at least not the worst you've tried, feel free to tell me that too. If you wish to edit to implement deathmatch starting points, I could have done it easily, but I'm too lazy. Feel free to do so. I don't think you'll make a good deathmatch level though. So yeah, that's that. That's Quake right there. Yeah. So, basically, yeah, as you see, this level has a lot more information than your average level. This one kind of stood out among, like, a lot of the Quake Aftershock levels in the fact that it's a lot more built up than a lot of the other levels that exist out there. And so this one kind of came as a little bit of a surprise coming along and seeing so much detail thrown into this one. So yeah, a bit of a detailed level to check out, but we'll check it out regardless. Let's load this thing up and let's play it. I have no idea what I'm in for because it's been so long, but I'll probably pick it up as I'm going. Doesn't matter. I like to be surprised anyway. So yeah, TF AOP. What a weird name. But yeah, that's basically comes out to be Ultra Pain. Oh god! Thanks for trying to kill me already. Kill at 60, right? For 3. Okay, so let's see here. We got a wall thing. It's totally useless. And other than that, just some grunts. We also got a grunt forward. Let me try and fix my mouse position. Apparently, it's just some grunts at the beginning, which cuts down the number that we're going to have during the level. Ultra Pain Prelude. Alright. Yeah, it's actually divided into chapters here, people. So you're going to see, like, introductions to each part. Peekaboo. I see you. Those yellow lights are a bit interesting. I don't think I've seen them generally. They're here. So as you see, there's plenty of... Ooh, what's this? What did I just reveal? Oh god! What have I revealed? Owie! You need the silver key. Wait, what? Oh. Well, that's weird. That's a bug that doesn't even show the doorway. So I walk that close to it. Hooray for bugs! Gonna trace around them. And we could definitely do with a little bit more health. That would definitely be nice. Got the silver key. Time to tackle the world. Gotta leave these visibility issues. Enter part 1, the relay. Not really sure what the names are about, but okay. The relay. Oh god! They're everywhere. Scrags could be quite the pain. Oh look, it looks like I angered the ogre. You just get some free kills from me. Oh god! Not this way, yet. I see. Tend to get rid of that guy, so it's just the fiends. Something tells me this is gonna be pretty hard. Trying to think how to exactly deal with this whole situation. It looks pretty painful. You know what? I'm bored. One feet down. 2 feet down. Alright, time to kill the ogre now. Oh god, move back. There we are, tackled. Let's heal up so that way we don't die immediately. There's a hole. There's a hole that probably leads forward. Need the gold key. This is a lie! This is a complete bloody lie! Look at that silver door. But it actually needs the gold door. I'll tell you, the graphical glitches of DOS-based Quake definitely can be annoying. Now, how do I get over there? Game? Oh god! Live it dead! Not sure I like this idea. A barrier has disappeared. Thank God for that. Not really sure what I did, but made barrier disappear. Yay! Thank God for that. Now I can wipe out these guys. Platform has been lowered in the pit. I see. One thing leads to the next thing. Okie dokie. That works enough. And this is just a wall you can swim through for some reason. Okay. So far, so good. Uh-oh, I fell off. So this should be part 1 completed, if I'm correct. Each part gets harder than the last, of course. So, part 2, the Elder Cave. Gotta love all these graphical glitches. Look at this. Look at this. There we are. Oops. Of course I fell off. Hi there! Looks like an ogre. Wait, who's shooting me? Where's the Death Knight come from? Oh! There's a Death Knight up there. Hi. Alright, I guess I go upstairs. Hi there, buddy! How you doing? Not too good. Oh god, Vor! It's a Vor! It's a Vor somewhere in this world. Oh god! I think there's multiple Vors around here. The Elder Rune has been accessible. There we are. You need to possess the Elder Rune to get through here. Something tells me I do that will open this. So be at the ready. On to part 3, the inner sanctuary. Owie! Alright. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Phew, there we are, we're alive still. I heard that, fool. Alright, there we are. Bunch of Voors dead. Fiend's dead, everyone's dead. Now to replace some of that I lost. Ooh, a rocket launcher. Used for killing things. This is obviously the way forward. This is a quad damage. Time to grab a quad damage and kill some stuff. Down we go. I see, here we are. Found the way out. Got to grab me. Ooh. Red armor. The door's blocked, uh-oh. Alright, need to kill a bunch of stuff. Well, that definitely would have been hurtful. Thank God it's all dead. Alright, so... as you can see... nothing else here. So, I guess now we drop down. Gulp. So far it was worth it. It looks like here's a teleporter that leads somewhere. Where's this lead? Live infighting, apparently. Another rune activates a platform. Ooh. Well, that was convenient. I could also jump over here if I wanted to. Could jump down. I see. Now we just follow this narrow little tiny corridor. Here's a button that leads back the way we came. If you need to get back, here you are. And here's the way forward. Here's your thunderbolt. Oh god, 3 shamblers! There's a quad damage though, here. So what I need to do is run over to quad damage as quick as possible and then massacre the shamblers. Phew! But that was close! As you see, strategy prevailed! So alright. So now you have the exit altar here. This is the altar of pain, apparently, people. Look at this. Yeah, I think I actually used to use this image here, like this altar, whatever, back as my hitbox image or whatever. I remember like using this. So fascinating indeed. Ooh. You got the black magic rune. Yay! I got the rune! And now I can press this exit switch and get out of the level. Well, that was awesome. It involved me kicking a lot of butt. As you see, the interesting thing is, when you get to the next level, you get to a cistern of all things in the world. DM5. Why in God's name are we going to DM5 is beyond me. But yeah, that's the level we go to, is the cistern. So yeah, rather weird, but okay. So yeah, the Altar of Pain is definitely an interesting level because it's built into like chapters, and this isn't the first time I've seen like a fan-based level or something that has like a chapter-based segmented setup. And odd enough, it kind of works. I kind of like it, when they do that. It's a nice little fancy trick or whatnot, but the one shame is that usually that means it's going to be very linear, which means, of course, replayability isn't the best. But also, it does have kind of that nice little interesting thing or something like that, whereby each chapter can have like its own little theme. Even though I'm not really sure there's much of a theme here, but that's aside the point. So yeah, this level definitely is a lot better than a lot of the other levels we've been playing lately. The biggest flaw being those door visibility issues, which I really have to blame DOS-based Quake for that, because I don't remember that being an issue in Quake. So yeah, once again, DOS-based Quake is making things invisible. What else is new? But yeah, the overall game still works fine, and, well, this is apparently how people would have viewed it back in 1996. Like I said, that's kind of the idea behind this, is that we're seeing what people had to go through when this level came out, when people would originally play it. They didn't have the fanciness of Quake. That wouldn't be around for a few more months. So this is kind of how you were expected to play the game when it came out. So yeah. Other than that, some interesting design choices and whatnot. It has a lot of the, it's not exactly the hardest of levels, but at the same time, it definitely has some challenge to it. You saw we definitely lost our health at bits of points there. It wasn't the most brutal level to Iron Mode at all. We've definitely had a lot harder. But at the same time, it definitely is a level that has a decent challenge to it. I cannot complain too much about that. It felt like a relatively fair level. Like I said, one that's relatively linear, but when you're talking Quake, generally all the levels are linear anyway. So I can't really complain about that either. And the general look was pretty nice. The altar at the end was a really nice feature. I love that area. And the overall level is just pretty good as well. It has some nice little puzzle-based tricks to try and get through. None of them are too unfair. Even the one where you have to hit that wall and figure out where you're going. If you didn't know where you're going, you just have to spam the walls and eventually figure out where to go. But yeah, it's definitely one of those things whereby it's not made to be too rough or whatnot, but the puzzles are existent, which is more than you could say for a lot of these levels, whereby these type of features don't exist. It uses some textures that you don't generally see, and yeah, it has a nice design-based aspect to it that kind of works. Lots of voids, a couple shamblers, especially at the end. It just is a good level in my opinion. It's nothing grand. I don't really think at the end of the day any Quake level can really be in my book that grand. It's not something to replace Thief or even Unreal. It doesn't have the immersiveness of either of those. But for what it was in 1996, this was actually pretty good quality. I would definitely say that this is a good level, and definitely one that I would say is pretty enjoyable to play. Definitely probably one of the highlights, I would say, of the Aftershock in general. I'd say even for Aftershock in general, it's one of them because it's not that frustrating to play. Unlike a lot of the Aftershock official levels, whereby they had a lot of frustrating aspects or whatever that really didn't work. Here it felt like a regular Quake level with some chapter-based progress, which is a nice little interesting thing for 1996. Like I said, I've never really seen this used before this, but I've seen it used after it, so it might have even inspired, some higher quality packs later on to do stuff like this. Specifically, I'm thinking, certain stuff in Thief. I remember having this idea. And some of those happen to be the better packs for Thief. So, I can't exactly gripe too much. Anyway, I'm done here. There's really, when you're talking Quake, of course, most of the time, there's not much to talk about. And I'm usually better at ranting than I am at praising levels. So when we get a good level like this, it's just hard to say too much because it went good. It was a good level. It was enjoyable. Like I said, probably my biggest gripe had to be all the visibility issues, but I cannot even blame that due to the level. At least I don't think I can. I'm not sure if that's like due to a visit wrong or whatever at the time, but I believe at the end of the day, the issue just has to do with DOS-based Quake. Like I said, you'd use GL Quake and it works perfectly fine. So once we hit GL Quake in that era, things will go a lot more smoothly in that direction. Well, unluckily for us, there's a lot of stuff that's not going to be able to do that because getting to GL Quake is going to take a while because of how many 1996 base Quake levels there are. But at the same time, it definitely is something to look forward to in the future. And at the same time, it's definitely not the biggest of issues. It definitely gets in the way, but it definitely is still Quake. You can still tell it's pretty much what Quake is. So yeah, there's really not much more to say here, as I was saying. I do like the rune-based idea, the fact that you had to like gather the runes, and the different keys in the different chapters was basically part of the idea. So it did have a lot of weird ideas that ended up kind of working. And for just a nice standalone level, I think it did a decent job. Anyway, thank you very much all for watching, as I keep trying to say. It has been the adventure, and I shall see you all next time.